All right, guys. I don't know why it's not showing that I'm live. I don't know why it's not showing I'm live. Just 1 second. Hey, T girl. Hey. It doesn't show that I'm live. I don't know why. Did it pop up for you? Okay. Seems like everybody's not in here. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I know everybody's not here, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started because you know me, y'all. I'm sleepy, and I am gonna hit the sack. I just want to go ahead and read this. I wanted to tell you guys the paperwork. It's not officially been reviewed by the county clerk yet in New York. It has not been reviewed. It says here this document has not been reviewed by the county clerk. And it says, see below, it says, this is a copy of a pleading filed electronically pursuant of New York State Court Rule 22 NYCRR. And it gives a number, right? Which is at the time of its printout from the court system electronic website has not yet been reviewed and approved by the county clerk. So this has not been approved yet. So it's just been filed. It has to be approved. Readers should be aware that the document bearing this legend may not have been accepted for filing by the county clerk. So we don't know if it has been approved yet from with the county clerk, but what we're going to do is read the document, okay? All right, let's start. All right, Lili Bernard, Eden Trial, Jewel Gittens, Jennifer Thompson and Cindra Ladd, plaintiff, against William Cosby Jr., Kaufman Astoria Studio, Inc., the Carsey Warner Company, LLC, and NBC Universal Media, LLC, defendant. It says here, the name above plaintiff complaining of the defendant by and through their attorney, Merson Law, PLLC, respectively allege nature of the claim. 1. William Cosby Jr., hereinafter, Bill Cosby, S. Really, I'm trying not to read the word, but I'll just go ahead and read it. Sexually abused, assaulted, and battered many women, including plaintiff within. Number 2, this action is brought under the Adult Survivor Act, CPLR 214J, by 5 women who were sexually abused by the defendant, Bill Cosby. 3, each plaintiff was sexually assaulted and battered by defendant Bill Cosby in the same or similar manner when he used his power, fame, and prestige, including the power, fame, and prestige given to him by defendant NBC Universal Media, LLC, Kaufman Astoria Studio, Inc., and the Carsey Warner Company, LLC, to misuse his enormous power in such a nefarious, horrific way. Number 4, now these 5 plaintiffs have come forward to stand up for themselves and others after they were sexually abused and assaulted by Bill Cosby. 5. Plaintiffs were all sexually battered, assaulted, and abused by Bill Cosby as part of the same conduct, occurrence, plan, or scheme that was perpetrated, conducted, organized, and or performed in New York and other states by Bill Cosby and his associate and enablers. Number 6, over the course of several decades, Bill Cosby engaged in the serial sexual assault of dozens of women for sexual gratification, while the co-defendant enabled and aided these sexual assault to benefit financially by their association with Bill Cosby. Number 7, in performing the sexual assault set forth above, Bill Cosby committed torts, including but not limited to sexual assault, sexual battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment pursuant to New York common law. Number 8, defendant in NBC Universal Media, LLC, Kaufman Astoria Studio, Inc., and the Carson Warner Company, LLC, are also culprit and liable because they knew and or should have known that Bill Cosby was sexually abusing, assaulting, and battering women, including on their premises, but nothing to stop it. Does that make sense? I don't think it's gonna go anywhere because they're not gonna be suing him. They also saw the network he worked for claiming they allowed him to abuse him in stretches. Yeah, it is. It's stretched, isn't it? All right, it says here number 9. Defendant NBC Universal Media, LLC, Kaufman Astoria Studio, Inc., and the Carson Warner Company, LLC, did not investigate, reprimand, or supervise, nor in any way try to stop Bill Cosby from sexually abusing, assaulting, or battering women. Number 10, moreover, defendant NBC Universal Media, LLC, Kaufman Astoria Studio, Inc., and the Carson Warner Company, LLC, condone and encourage Bill Cosby's sexual abuse, assault, and battery of women, including on the company premises, by doing nothing to stop it despite knowledge of his serial sexual abuse of women, and by providing Bill Cosby with staff and facility to groom and sexually abuse women. Number 11, plaintiff's claim against defendant NBC in Universal Media, LLC, Kaufman Astoria Studio, Inc., and the Carson Warner Company, LLC, are for their negligent negligence and negligent hiring, retention, and supervision because they knew or should have known that Bill Cosby was sexually assaulting. Why did they say assaulting twice? Sexually assaulting, and battery women, but failed to stop it, investigate it, or protect these and other women. Parties. Number 12. At all time relevant, including at present, plaintiff Jewel Gittens was a resident and domiciliary of New York, state of New York. Number 13. When the plaintiff was sexually abused by the defendant, Bill Cosby was a resident of New York County, New York. Number 14. At all relevant time, Bill Cosby was a serial sexual assaulter of women by, among other things, drug women so that he could engage in sexual acts with said women without their consent, raping them, forcibly touching women, and or forcing women to engage sexual acts with them without their consent. Number 15. Kaufman Astoria Studio, Inc., here in after Kaufman Astoria, is a domestic business corporation with its principal place of business in New York County, New York. 16. To the extent that Kaufman Astoria was a different entity, corporation, or organization during the relevant time period set forth where herein, such entity, corporation, or organization is hereby on notice that it is intended to be a defendant in the lawsuit and is named in the caption and in this complaint as Kaufman Astoria Studio Inc. 17. To the extent that Kaufman Astoria is assessor to a different entity, corporation, or organization which existed during the relevant time period set forth herein, including any entity, corporation, organization that subsequently or eventually merged into Kaufman Astoria, the predecessor entity, corporation, or organization is hereby on notice that it is intended to be a defendant in the lawsuit and is named in the capture and in this complaint as Kaufman Astoria Inc. Number 18. All such Kaufman Astoria related entities, corporation, or organization are collectively identified and referred to herein as Kaufman Astoria, and all including are included within the designated defendant. Number 19. At all relevant time, Bill Cosby was an agent, servant, or an employee of Kaufman Astoria. Number 20. The Carsey Warner Company, LLC, wherein Carsey Warner is a foreign limited liability corporation with its principal place of business in California. 21. To the extent that Carsey Warner was different entity, corporation, or organization during the relevant period of time set forth herein, such entity, corporation, organization is hereby on notice that it is intended to be a defendant in the lawsuit and is named in the capture and is in this complaint as the Carsey Warner Company, LLC. Number 22. To the extent that Carsey Warner is a successor to a different entity, corporation, or organization which existed during the relevant time period set forth herein, including the entity, corporation, or organization that subsequently or eventually merged into Carsey Warner, such predecessor's entity, corporation, or organization is hereby on notice that it is intended to be a defendant in this lawsuit and is named in the capture and in the complaint as the Carsey Warner Company, LLC. 23. As such, Carsey Warner related entities, corporation, or organization are collectively identified and referred to herein as Carsey Warner and are included within the designation defendant. 24. At all relevant time, Carsey Warner transacted business within New York State, which under which it supplies goods and services to the state. 25. To all relevant time, Carsey Warner committed a torturous act within the state as set forth below. 26. At all relevant time, Carsey Warner committed torturous act outside the state causing injury to a person within the state is set forth below. 27. At all relevant time, Carsey Warner regularly did or solicited business or engaged in any other persistent cause of conduct or derive substantial revenue from good consumed or used or services rendered in New York. 28. At all relevant time, Carsey Warner expected and should have reasonably expected that its action would have consequences in the state of New York. What action? These people are crazy. This is crazy. All relevant time, Carsey Warner derived substantial revenue from interstate and international commerce. 30. At all relevant time, Bill Cosby, an agent, servant, or an employee of Carsey Warner. 31. NBC Universal Media LLC, where hereafter NBC is a foreign limited liability company authorized to do business in the state of New York with its principal place of business in New York County, New York. 32. To the extent that NBC was different entity, corporation, or organization during the relevant time period or set forth within, such entity, corporation, or organization is hereby on notice that it is intended to be the defendant in the lawsuit and is named in the capture and is the complaint, and in this complaint as NBC Universal Media LLC. Number 33, to the extent that NBC is a successor to a different entity, corporation, or organization which exists during the relevant time period set forth herein, including in any entity or corporation or organization that subsequently eventually merge into NBC, such predecessor entity, corporation, or organization is hereby on notice that it is intended to be a defendant in the lawsuit and is named in the capture and is in this complaint as NBC Universal Media LLC. Number 34. All such NBC-related entity, corporation, and organization are collectively identified and referred to herein as NBC and are included within the designated defendant. 35. At all relevant time, Bill Cosby was an agent, servant, or an employee of NBC. 36. At all relevant time, Bill Cosby, Kaufman Astoria, Carsey Warner, and NBC were agents of each other. Number 37. From approximately 1984 through 1992, defendant Bill Cosby, Kaufman Astoria, Carsey Warner, and NBC owned, operated, managed, controlled, and supervised the production of a television program, The Bill Cosby Show. 38. At all relevant time, Bill Cosby Show was filmed at a facility owned, operated, controlled, managed, and or supervised by Kaufman Astoria, Carsey Warner, and or NBC in Queens County, New York. 39. At all relevant time, Kaufman Astoria, Carsey Warner, and NBC financial benefited with their relationship with Bill Cosby, the success of the Cosby Show. I'm sorry. At all relevant time, Kaufman Astoria, Carsey Warner, and NBC financially benefited from the public perception of Bill Cosby as America's dad and as moral upstanding father figure. Oh, Lord. At all relevant time, the employee, agent, and or servant of Kaufman Astoria, Carsey Warner, and NBC facilitated sexual assault. How did they facilitate sexual assault? How did company facilitate sexual assault? Facilitated sexual assault of women by Bill Cosby by, among other things, bestowing Bill Cosby with the power or appearance of power on the Cosby Show and beyond, despite his. Mm, 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 mm. Do you guys hear this? Do you guys hear this? Do you guys hear this nonsense? Despite his propensity towards sexual assault of women and his activity, serial sexual assault of women associated with the Cosby Show, permitting Bill Cosby access to women? What the heck? Permitting Bill Cosby access to women? Providing women to Bill Cosby to be sexually assaulted? Failure to protect the women involved? Involved in the Cosby Show? Including actress hired or offered or seeking role in the Bill Cosby Show and visitors to the the Cosby Show. Why I keep saying Bill Cosby? The Cosby Show, encouraging women to meet Bill. What? They didn't encourage no women to meet Bill Cosby? What kind of message? This is crazy. Okay, the Cosby Show. Visitors to the Cosby Show encourage women to meet with Bill Cosby alone without adequate supervision. Without adequate supervision for grown people? What kind of mess is this? They need to put this lawsuit back into the trash where Oh my gosh. Hey, Lady Coach. Could you? No, I'm calling Lady Coach. Hey, pretty brown eyes. Oh my God, y'all. All right. So they saying that the company is responsible for not giving supervision. Aren't they grown women? How do you give supervision to grown women? How is that even thought of being a lawsuit? What is wrong with these people? Oh my Lord. Okay, let's get into this paperwork. Come on. And it's very repetitive. Okay, it's repetitive. Okay, we're gonna read this one. Let's see. Providing. Listen. Okay. Visitors to the Cosby Show, encouraging women to meet with Bill Cosby alone and without adequate supervision, providing location for Bill Cosby to sexually assault women, covering up the sexual assault of said women, and implicitly approving the ratifying the sexual assault through inaction or other actions set forth herein. Lord have mercy. Plaintiff Lili Bernard. Lili Bernard and Bill Cosby first met on the set of Bill Cosby television show The Cosbys. 43. In or around July 1990, Bill Cosby offered to be a mentor to Miss Bernard's acting career, including in helping her obtain the role on on the Cosby Show and elsewhere. 44. During one of the mentoring sessions towards the end of July 1990, Bill Cosby grabbed Bernard's rib cage, diaphragm, and breasts without Bernard's consent. Ah, okay. 45. In or around August 1990, Bill Cosby arranged for and introduced Miss Bernard to travel from New York to New Jersey under false pretense that he was arranging a meeting with a producer to help advance Miss Bernard's career. 26. Upon information and brief, when Bill Cosby arranged for Miss Bernard's interstate transportation from New York to New Jersey, he said he did so for the purpose of drugging and raping Bernard. Really, y'all? Really? Really? Y'all, really? This is ridiculous. This is really ridiculous. So, okay, 47. While in New Jersey, Bill Cosby drugged Miss Bernard without her consent by placing an unknown intoxicated or purposely non-alcoholic drink that he had prepared for and provided to Miss Bernard. 48. Once Miss Bernard was incapacitated. Was incapacitated from the unknown intoxicant, Bill Cosby undressed and raped her without her consent. 49. Following the event that took place in New Jersey, Miss Bernard was in denial, but how she was drugged and raped by Bill Cosby and temporarily blocked the trauma from her memory. 50. A couple of months later, Bill Cosby arranged for and introduced Miss Bernard to travel interstate from New York to Nevada under the false pretense that he was arranging a meeting with a producer from a different world to cast her in the show. 51. A Different World was a television program produced by Carson Warner and aired on NBC. 52. At all relevant time, Bill Cosby, Carson Warner, and NBC owned, operated, managed, controlled, produced, and or supervised the production of A Different World. 53. Upon information and brief, when Bill Cosby arranged for Miss Bernard interstate transportation from New York to Nevada, he did so for the purpose of drugging and raping Miss Bernard. 54. Miss Bernard was still in denial. Y'all, you gotta laugh at this nonsense. I mean, really? Really? She was in denial. Supposedly somebody doing something inappropriate with her. She was in denial? Why is she not in denial now? Tell me. Woo! Okay. This is crazy. Mm, mm, mm. This is 54. Miss Bernard was still in denial about the rape that occurred in New Jersey, when she agreed to travel from New York to Nevada at Bill Cosby's request. 55. While in Vegas, Bill Cosby drugged Miss Bernard by providing her with a purported non-alcohol beverage. Oh, she's doing the same thing. Beverage that contained an unknown intoxicant. 56. Once Miss Bernard was incapacitated from the unknown intoxicant, Bill Cosby undressed her and raped Miss Bernard without her consent. 57. During the rape, Miss Bernard awoke, attempted to defend herself, and screamed, "No, Bill Cosby!" covered her mouth with his hand, and then smothered her entire face with a pillow. Miss Bernard lost consciousness again. Really? Really? Following the Nevada drugging and rape, Miss Bernard remained mostly silent because of her fear of Bill Cosby and his power and Exactly, T-girl. Reprisal. Okay, number 59. In or around October 1991, Bill Cosby invited Miss Bernard to his home in Manhattan, New York, for a meeting to discuss the role in the Cosby Show. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, Miss Bernard agreed to go to Bill's home, and based on okay. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. You supposedly got raped twice. Now you're going to the man's house on a third time. Y'all, could somebody please explain to me why she went to the man's house on the third time? Why did she go to the man's house a third time? Because he supposedly raped you not one, 2 times, right? 2 times. But you want to go to his house a third time? A third time. Wow. You like being tortured and you want to get it tortured a third time? All right, let's continue. Okay. Miss Bernard agreed to go to Bill Cosby home based on her expectation that she would not be alone with Bill Cosby. Really? He would not be alone. You would not be alone with him. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're going to his house, but you don't know if you're going to. What time did you go to his house? That you would not be alone with him. Huh? Yeah, Raquel. I think she wants us to buy some swampland in the accolades. I mean, in the glaze and in swampland or something like that in Florida. She wants us to buy some swampland, and she wants us to build a house on the swampland, on the water, and believing that it's not going to sink. Okay. All right. Okay. Miss Bernard agreed to go to Bill Cosby's house based on her expectation that he would not be alone. She would not be alone with Bill Cosby because his butler, his butler or cook would normally. How do you know what the normal thing is in Mr. Cosby's house? How do you know that? Have you been there a couple of times? Huh? Because you're saying in the comment that you said his butler or cook were normally there during her previous. Oh, there's the answer, y'all. The butler and the cook was there. She previously visited him to the house. Oh my God. She visited him to the house. Oh my God. Okay. She said her previous visit to his home for mentoring session. So she got to his house for mentoring session. And you think we don't know what you did. We know what you did last night. All right. Once in Bill Cosby's home, Cosby forcibly placed Miss Bernard's hand on his penis and threatened that if she resisted, he would blacklist her from the entertainment industry. Really? I'd be like, blacklist me because you going to jail. Man, this Phil, it sounds like the lady from that Russell Simmons raped 3 times, and the reason she got a chance to do it 3 times is because she wanted him to fund her her movie and try out movie. Trying to make, oh my God, okay. This is hilarious. Yes, mentoring session for real. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, I'm gonna read this word for word what it says here. It says here, Bill Cosby pushed Miss Bernard's head to his penis without her consent. He pushed her head to his penis without consent. Oh, God. This is funny, y'all. This is funny. All right. Listen to this, y'all. Let me finish this one. I'm going to end with her because I'm going to go to bed because these people are really like getting me with this. We're going to do part 2 tomorrow. But listen to this. This is Miss Bernard. This is what she did. She said, Bill Cosby pushed Miss Bernard's head onto his penis without consent, forcing his penis into her mouth. Put your mouth on here. Yeah. Let me stop it. Let me stop being. How do you push someone's head to your penis? Why you didn't bite the thing off? Why you didn't bite it? I bet you if you bit it, he would just get off of you and you could run out the house and you run. And then you go to the police and you do a police report and said this man tried to force me to have sex with him, or something like that. I mean, no, you didn't want to do it, right? You didn't want to do it. You know why you don't want to do it? Because you're lying. Because you're a liar. Okay, let me finish. Yeah, could you imagine this? She didn't even bite the pee-pee. She didn't bite the pee-pee. She could have bit the pee-pee. And ran, go to the police station. She didn't bite the pee-pee. She just let the pee-pee go in her mouth without biting it. You got some explaining to do, Miss Bernard. Why didn't you just bite the pee-pee? Why didn't you just bite it? Because he was forcing you to try to do it, so you should bite it and make him in pain because he's doing something that's not right to you, right? So you needed to bite the pee-pee. You needed to bite the pee-pee. T-girl, me and you see eye to eye, T-girl. Spitting fire. I'm reading it. Miss Bernard said that Mr. Cosby forced her head to his pee-pee, and she didn't bite it off. Spit fire, she said. Now, this is the third time she was in. What am I drinking? Ice water. Why? Ice water. Yep. She didn't. Let me read this. Spin file. Let me read this for a minute for you. Hold on. She said Bill Cosby pushed Miss Bernard's head to his penis without her consent, forcing his penis into her mouth. Following the assault, Miss Bernard remained crying. Bill Cosby pushed her with the purportedly provided this purportedly non-alcoholic beverage and told her to calm down and drink it. After consuming some of the beverage, Miss Bernard felt dizzy. She felt, oh, I feel dizzy. And as if she was going to lose conscious, she was like this, going to lose conscious. And upon information and brief, Bill Cosby had drugged Miss Bernard without her consent, and by placing an unknown intoxicant in the beverage that he gave Miss Bernard. What was it that he gave Miss Bernard? Do we know? No. Listen to this. While in his home, Miss Bernard told Bill Cosby that she would go to the police and to the hospital. In response, Bill Cosby told Miss Bernard that if she went to the police or the hospital, he would seek criminal charges against her for making false accusation, make sure that she stayed in prison for a long time, sue her for defamation, blacklist her from the entertainment industry, and erase her. 68. Bill Cosby then pushed Miss Bernard down the stairs out of his home. You got pushed down the stairs at the home and you did not get injured? You got pushed down the stairs. Spin five. She got pushed down the stairs of his home, right? '69. In or around December 1991, Miss Bernard was on the set of the Bill. Wait a minute. You got raped 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 times you supposedly got raped, but you've been in his house a whole bunch of times because you was there for a mentoring session, right? You got raped that many times. You got raped that many times, got pushed down the stairs, but then December, that was back in August, right? December, you end up on the set of the Cosby Show. You end up on the set of the Bill Cosby Show. Okay, let's read this. In or around December 1991, Miss Bernard was on the set of the Bill Cosby Show as actress playing Miss Minifield. Show as an actress playing Miss Minifield. 70. On each of Miss Bernard's workday, She been working there a while, huh? On each of Miss Bernard's work days on the Cosby Show in or around December 1991, Bill Cosby demanded and required that she eat every meal in his dressing room with him. So he's forcing you to eat all your food in his dressing room with him after he supposedly, allegedly raped you X amount of time. So now you having lunch in his dressing room. This doesn't make any sense, lady. When Miss Bernard refused, oh wait, hold on, let me go back. In around December 1991, Bill Cosby demanded that Miss Bernard leave the set and come to his home. Oh, wait. We got to go back up. We got to go back up when she was eating her lunch inside of his dressing room, right? She said that while she ate, Bill Cosby ogled her threateningly. Okay. 71. On one of Miss Bernard's work days on the Cosby Show in or around December 1991, Bill Cosby demanded that Miss Bernard leave the set and come to his home to continue rehearsal. '72. When Miss Bernard refused to comply, Mr. Cosby demanded Bill Cosby, in the presence of the production crew, loudly threatened to fire her and yelled sexual profanity at her. I wonder what those sexual profanity was. The FU probably? Number 73, in or around February 1992. So now we're going 3 months later, right? December, January, February. 3 months later, February 1992, while Miss Bernard was on the set of The Cosby Show to meet with other cast member, Bill Cosby told Miss Bernard in the presence of other actors and in a threatening manner that she is done, over, dead, and she doesn't exist. '74. Miss Bernard was fearful for her life and career due to the verbal threat, drug, and sexual assault of Bill Cosby. Y'all, okay, that's enough of that lady. Y'all, let me put the link in there. Spin Fire, come in here for a second. We're just going to stop right there with Miss Lili. Miss Lili Bernard, because Miss Lili is a lying lizard. She's a lying lizard because you're saying that this man did this to you not once, not twice, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and you still wanted to work with him? Spitfire, you still in here? If not, I'm going to end this right here, and we're going to continue Miss Eden tomorrow because I need to go ahead and take my shower and hit the sack because I got to work in the morning. So we will continue this tomorrow. We're going to start with Miss Eden Tirl. All right? See you later, guys. Good night. I'm going to sleep now. Later. Bye.